अलये सुन्दराकारं सदैकप्रियदर्शनम् अज्ञाननाशकं देवं सद्गुरुं मुरलीधरम्
विश्वं विष्णुर्वषट्कारो भूतभव्यभवत् प्रभुः भूतकृत् भूतभृद्भावो भूतात्मा भूतभावनः विश्वस्मै नमः।
Vishwam means this universe. It's Bhagavan who has become this entire universe. Bhagavan is the cause for this universe. When we see a pot, we know that it was created by a potter using some clay. The potter here is called the intelligent cause and the clay is called the material cause. But in the case of this universe, both the material cause and the intelligent cause is Bhagavan. That's why in Gajendra Stuti in Srimad Bhagavatam we say Namo Namaste Akhila Karanaya Nishkaranaya Adbhuta Karanaya Akhila Karanaya. He is the sole cause for this universe. So this entire universe is Bhagavan. There is nothing but Bhagavan. He alone exists, nothing else, nobody else. That's why Srimad Bhagavatam says Sa Sarvanama Sacha Vishwarupaha. Some people generally ask us, in our religion, there is only one God. Now what about yours? And we say, you say there is only one God. We say there is only God. That's why in Sri Madhurageetham, our Guru Maharaj very beautifully sings, Kanbadellam Kannanmayame Kangalal Kanbadellam Kannanmayame. He says, I see only Krishna around me. Whatever I see is only Krishna and nothing else. In that Madhurageetham, he also says, Karanamum Kannane, Karyamum Kannane. The cause and the effect, both are only Krishna. This nama, Vishwam, is a beautiful nama, for it reminds us to see Bhagavan in everything and everybody around us.
विष्णवे नमः।
Bhagavan is called as Vishnu because he pervades this entire universe. He is Sarva Vyapaka. He is also called Vishnu because after creating this universe, Bhagavan has entered this universe as Antaryami, as the indweller. So he not only pervades this universe, but he also permeates this entire universe as Antaryami. Bhagavan himself says in Bhagavad Gita, Sutre Maniganaiva. Just as a thread that runs through all the pearls connects them together, Bhagavan as Antaryami connects this entire universe. We are all connected with each other because of the presence of Bhagavan within us. Like an Indian poet put it, the touch of one in the play of many. In Sri Madhurageetham, Perimidam Adenden Venkatava, our Guru Maharaj sings, Sarva Niyamaka Sarva Sakshi Sarva Antaryami Sarva Swami Sarva Shakta Sarvagya Sarva Sharanya Unnai Sharanadainda Perumidam Adainden Venkatava. He says, Sarva Antaryami Sarva Swami.
Vashatkaraya Namaha.
Vashatkara is a mantra through which oblations are offered to Bhagavan in sacrificial performances or yagas. That mantra Vashatkara itself is Bhagavan, so Bhagavan is called Vashatkara. The sacrifice in which this mantra is used is done to propitiate Bhagavan, so he who is propitiated by this mantra Vashatkara, that Bhagavan is also called Vashatkara. And not just that, the sacrifice in which this mantra is used is itself Bhagavan, because Bhagavan is Yajna Swarupa. That's why in Srimad Bhagavatam, Aditi Devi extols Bhagavan as Yajnesha Yajna Purushachuta Tirtha Pada Tirtha Shrava Shravana Mangala Namadheya. He is Yajna Purusha, he is Yajna Swarupa. in Sri Madhurageetham, Lakshmi Varaham Bhajare Manasa, our Guru Maharaj also sings Yajnasvarupam Bhuvaraham. So it is Bhagavan who is in the form of that yajna, that sacrifice in which this Vashatkara mantra is used to propitiate him. So Bhagavan is the Vashatkara mantra. It is Bhagavan who is propitiated in the yajna using Vashatkara mantra, and it is Bhagavan who is in the form of that yajna too. So Bhagavan is called Vashatkara. Bhagavan is also called Vashatkara because he has this entire universe under his Vasha or under his control. And because he controls and directs this universe, he is called Vashatkara. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Kapila Bhagavan says, Madbhayat vati vatoyam suryastapati madbhayat. He says, I am the one who is controlling this entire universe, and that's why every element is behaving itself. And that's what our Guru Maharaj also sings in Kalidharma Undiyar, Virodamamai Bhudangal Odungil Niruppadal Virodam Iyarkai Vadam Undi Para Virodamam Natigamum Undi Para.
bhUtabhavyaBhavat Prabhave namah.
Bhuta means past, Bhavya means future, Bhavat means present. Bhagavan is the Lord of all the created beings, those of them who have existed in the past, those of them who shall come to be in the future, and all the sentient and insentient beings that exist in the present. Bhagavan is the Lord of all of them at all times, in all places, in every way. So he is called bhUtabhavyaBhavat Prabhu. Bhagavan's Aishwarya is not limited by time, place or person. Even if we take right from a common king to Brahmaji, everybody's Ishwaratvam, everybody's Aishwaryam, their lordship is limited by time, certainly, by place and by persons. But in the case of Bhagavan, who is the Lord of this Kala, Kala is not a limit. And that's why we say we can chant Bhagavan Nama anywhere, anytime, and anyone can chant it. Our Sri Guru Maharaj in Sri Madhurageetham, he sings, Kala desam kadanda unai paduvadarku Kalam desam endra niyamangal undo Nin pugal paaduvadandri veroru velai ariyen Vedamurte Vedamurte. Kala desam kadanda unai paaduvadharku. Bhagavan is not limited by time or place or person. And so, there are no restrictions whatsoever to chant his divine names.
bhUtakrute namah.
Bhagavan is called Bhutakrut because he is the creator of all the beings, sentient or insentient. That's what we mean when we chant the sloka in Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra, Jangama Jangamam Chedam Jagan Narayanodbhavam. This entire universe, all the created beings, they have evolved, they have come from Narayana, Jagan Narayanodbhavam. Since everyone is created by Bhagavan, he is Bhutakrut. Bhagavan assumes Rajoguna and he takes the form of Lord Brahma and he becomes the creator of this universe. So as Brahma, Bhagavan is Bhutakrut. But Bhagavan is called Bhutakrut also because he is the destroyer of this universe. Because Bhutakrut can also mean Krintati, Krunoti, Hinasti iti. Bhagavan assumes the form of Lord Rudra and destroys this entire universe at the time of Pralaya or dissolution. So Bhagavan is called Bhutakrut because he is not just the creator of this universe, but he is also the one who destroys this universe as Rudra. He takes the form of Lord Brahma to create, he takes the form of Lord Vishnu to sustain, and he takes the form of Lord Rudra to destroy this universe. That's why in Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavan himself says, Atmamayam samavishya soham gunamayim dvijaha srijan rakshan haran vishwam dadre sangyam kriyochitam. He says, I am Vishnu, I am Brahma, and I am Lord Rudra. I am all the three.
bhUtabrute namah.
Bhagavan is called bhutabrut because bhutani bibharti iti bhutabrut. Bhagavan is the one who bears or supports everything in this entire universe. So he is called bhutabrut. Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal says, Sattva gunam adhishtaya bhutani bibharti palayati dharayati poshayati iti va bhutabrut. Sri Shankara Bhagavad Padal says, Bhagavan is called bhutabrut because bibharti, he bears or supports everything in this universe, and then palayati, he protects everything in this universe, and then he says dharayati, he sustains everything in this universe, and poshayati, he nourishes everything in this universe. It is Bhagavan who truly nourishes us. We may think that it is food that is actually nourishment for us, but if we think about it, can food nourish someone who does not have the life force within them? If someone has passed away and their body is just out there, can food nourish that body? It cannot, is it not? It is Bhagavan who resides within us, and it is He who truly nourishes all of us. It's not just the food. That's why in Sri Madhurageetham, our Guru Maharaj beautifully says in Kalidharma Undhiyar, he says, ஆண்டவன் இல்லாமல் ஆகாரம் கிடைக்கலாம் கிடைத்தது ஜரிப்பதற்குந்தி பர ஆண்டவன் வேண்டுமாம் உந்தி பர ஆண்டவன் இல்லாமல் ஆகாரம் கிடைக்கலாம். Even one who does not believe in Bhagwan may get food, but even for him to digest that food, he needs Bhagwan within him. Is it not?
Bhavaya namaha.
Bhagavan is called Bhavaha because he exists as this universe. Prapancha rupena bhavati iti bhavaha. Because he exists in the form of this universe, he is called Bhavaha. We have already discussed in the divine name Vishvam how Bhagavan becomes this universe, how he creates himself as this entire universe. So he is called Bhavaha. Bhagavan is also called Bhavaha because Kevalam Bhavati Itiva Bhavaha. Because he just exists. So he is called Bhavaha. Kevalam Bhavati. He just exists. He is that existence. So he is called Bhavaha. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavan himself says in Chatushloki Bhagavatam, Aham eva asam eva agre. He says, before this universe was created, I alone existed. Aham eva asam eva agre. Aham eva asam, which means I alone existed. It can also be split as Aham asam eva. I existed alone. I didn't do anything. I just existed. And because Bhagavan just exists, he is called Bhavaha. In a very beautiful Sri Madhurageetham, our Guru Maharaj sings, Undendriru Brahmam Ondrendriru Gurupada Dhyanamenalrendriru. He sings, Undendriru Brahmam Ondrendriru. Brahmam, that Parabrahmam, that Paramatma, that Bhagavan, Undu Endriru. He just exists. And he is just one. He is the only one. And we will understand this greatest of all philosophies, this great tattva, only if we do dhyana of our lotus feet of our Guru Maharaj. Guru Pada Dhyaname Nandrendriru.
bhUtatmane namaha.
Bhagavan is called bhUtatmA because he is the Atma of all the bhutas. Bhutana Antaryami iti bhUtatmA. Bhagavan is the indweller of all the created beings in this entire universe. Just as we have this Sharira, we have this body, and we are the Shariri, this body belongs to us. Similarly, this entire universe is Bhagavan's Sharira, it's Bhagavan's body, and he is the indweller, he is the Antaryami. This is so beautiful, is it not? Because Bhagavan is our Antaryami, he is there with us always. There is not a moment when he is not there with us. He is never away from us. Our Guru Maharaj would beautifully say, even to take a paper or a pen, we need to use our hands and lift it with it. But to attain Bhagavan, we do not have to move any of our limbs because Bhagavan is right within us. Whenever we need him, he is there for us. In a very beautiful Sri Madhurageetham, our Guru Maharaj sings, Sangaruchir Manav Sahaja Swabhavaha Kidrisha Sangam Ichasi Vadamanasa. He says, the nature of a human being is to seek company. And our Guru Maharaj is asking his own mind, tell me, O mind, what kind of company do you seek? And there is a big list of companies that he suggests and gives answers to. In that list, our Guru Maharaj says, Ichasi yadi brahma swarupa sangam bhavatuti sango antaryaminaha. If you want to have the company of Bhagavan, you don't have to go and search for him anywhere else because he is there with you as your antaryami.
bhUtabhavanaya namah.
Bhagavan is called bhUtabhavanah because he nourishes all the created beings. In the divine name bhUtabrut, we already discussed how Bhagavan is the supporter, sustainer, protector and the nourisher of all the created beings in this universe. In this particular nama, bhUtabhavanah, the emphasis is on how Bhagavan nourishes all the created beings in this universe. He nourishes them so that they can grow. So Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padar beautifully says, Bhutani bhavayati janayati vardhayati itiva bhUtabhavanah. Bhagavan is the one who creates all the beings in this universe and he nourishes them so that they can grow. This divine name, bhUtabhavanah, shows us how much Bhagavan loves us and how much he cares for us. If we think about it, everything that we need for our sustenance and growth has been provided by Bhagavan even before we are born. That is the kind of compassion, that is the kind of love that Bhagavan has for all of us. That's why in Sri Madhurageetham, our Guru Maharaj very beautifully sings in one of his kirtans, Neene Kripalu, Neene Dayalu. In that particular Madhurageetham, our Guru Maharaj says, Sarva Jivarasigalin Atma Bandhu Neene Irezhu Bhuvanangalin Jagad Bandhu Neene. Our Guru Maharaj says, Bhagavan is our Atma Bandhu. Sarva Jiva Rasigalin Atma Bandhu Neene. Krishna, you are the true friend for every soul, this entire universe. Bhagavan not just nourishes our physical body, but he also nourishes our soul. He is indeed our true friend. And not just that, Bhagavan has provided things not just for our nourishment, but he has provided things for our enjoyment too. So Sri Parashara Bhattar, he says, Tani dharaka poshaka bhogya pradhanena vardhayati iti bhUtabhavanah. He adds on by saying bhogya pradhanena. Bhagavan is such a rasika that he has not just given us things that would nourish us, but he has given things in such a way that we would actually enjoy them. And that is why Bhagavan is called bhUtabhavanah. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Radhe Radhe.